But let's talk about plot character. What do you come up with first?
Always character. The one time I came up with plot first, it cost a year of my life because
Yeah.
I kept trying to write this book based on plot, and it just never really came together. It just didn't gel for me. And through the pain of retrospection, I realized that it's because I didn't really know why I was telling the story. And if you know who the characters are and what they're broken by or afraid of or desirous of, then you can create a story that allows them to evolve in meaningful ways. So it always starts with character. Now, I want those characters to be compelling, so that they can get into the kinds of situations that drive suspense novels.
Yeah.
But yeah, character first.
I think that's a great lesson to think about because when we think about storytelling and we're just starting out, and I stumbled along through my first book like this. So you think of a story, you want to tell the story, and if you don't stop to think about who the characters are that are living this story, it just it's a very objective thing, right? It doesn't mean anything because as I've learned as a reader, I didn't know this. I always read all my life, but you always connect with somebody in the story, hopefully
Mhm.
more than one somebody. And it's that connection with that person that's going to make that lived plot more exciting.
Well, and the reason that you connect is because you understand them and you recognize why they do the things they do. It doesn't have to be the way that you might handle it, but the motivations have to be real, and you can't have real motivations without understanding the characters. And I love to bring in childhood. I mean, almost all of my main characters have some traumatic event that really shaped them in childhood and informs their actions as adults. I mean, why are they
Mhm.
as they are? In the case of the unwilling, Jason realized one night that his mother would have preferred that he died in Vietnam and not his twin brother. I mean, that was a pretty traumatic thing for an 18-year-old to hear. And it shaped his life for the next, 3 years in Vietnam and 2 years in prison and all these things. So, yeah, the motivation is important. You have to feel these characters in a way that you remember them long after you've forgotten the plot.